Yes, sir. You already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
I'm your boy Matt P.
And I'm your boy Jeremy Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables.
Yes,
And you know, we just like to thank everybody, you know, for tuning in today, this morning, this evening, wherever you're watching this at.
Yes, sir.
You know, we hope everybody's doing well so far. You know, May is almost over.
Yeah.
We're practically halfway into this year already.
Yeah, man. Like, this year's almost halfway done.
Yeah.
Almost done.
I hope it's been productive,
Yeah.
you know, so far. I mean, I hope the goals, whatever it was that you set for 2021, I hope you're meeting them.
Yeah.
And if you were one of those that was like, oh, well, 2020 got put on hold, it kind of did,
Yeah.
but it didn't at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there were still things to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people allowed the heart of the pandemic, the meat of it, to kind of, you know, deter them from doing pretty much anything.
Oh, yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
so if you were one of those that carried your 2020 schedule over to 2021, I hope
Yeah.
you're getting that done.
Look, man, I mean, this year, like last year, it just caused a lot of people to just give up on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're going to be talking about today. On why you should never give up on yourself.
Let's get into it.
Like, I think we've all had points where we just wanted to quit. You know, we all have different dreams, different things we want to do. And when it looks like it's not working out, you want to quit. You know, you want to give up on, you know, whether it's like music career, whether it's, you know, working a dream job, whether it's, you know, even just a dream relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we sometimes give up on ourselves. And I think we have the power to really provide change for our own life, man. And sometimes all it takes is that one more push. I think we should be used to failure. You know, like, I think a lot of people are, you know, they take failure the wrong way. It's not, I always say that you should take failure as like a learning moment instead of like a full-on give up moment. Like, that shouldn't rule your mindset, your day, how you think. Like, you should just, you know, take an inventory of what went wrong and what you can do better. But like, quitting, man, it's no longer in my DNA, man. Like, when you love what you do, when you have a vision for your life, when you can clearly see the way that your life is going, man, there's no reason to quit. And me and you both, bro, we quit on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even just looking back, you know, I think we were talking about it today. Like, there was some stuff we were doing and we just put down for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we just let our gifts go stale, you know, and then when you jump back into it, it feels awkward and weird and, like, you know, but then you gain your footing and you, like, you know, you do well. And sometimes you'll look back and like, man, I should have kept going back then. But yeah, man, like, it's very important not to give up on yourself, because you never know what potential you gonna reach.
And a little side note to that, one thing sometimes I know I'm guilty of is like beating myself up about what I should have done.
Yeah.
You know, dwelling on it. I mean, it's I think it's great to reflect.
Yeah.
You know, it's great to reflect on mistakes made. You know, things you did right, things you did wrong. I mean, it's important not to forget, because you don't want to forget those lessons that you learned from it.
No.
But you shouldn't dwell on it. You know, you dwell on it, and then it'll mess around and change and plus you waste time. You waste time dwelling on things that you've done in the past.
That's true.
So, you know, if you know you should have did it, I mean, you didn't do it, I mean, keep it moving.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
because, I mean, it's past now. You ain't getting that time back. So worry about what you doing now.
Yeah, and I think, you know, a lot of people are scared of failure, but it could succeed. Like, what you're doing could change for the better. You know, I think a lot of times we're scared to pursue our dreams or to step out and do something different because we don't have that cushion. We don't have that fallback, you know, to be like, you know, I tried, so let me try something else. But no, like, it could go well for you. Like, when you truly know what you're called to and what your, you know, your gift and your passion is, like, go after it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we give up so many times on ourselves. Like, why don't you give yourself a chance? You know, like, this time could truly be the time that, you know, you take off. That's why now, man, I'm like, whatever I want to pursue, I'm going to do it. You know, whether it fails or not, you know, I'm just put it out there. If it's good, cool. If not, hey, we're going to retry it, revamp, you know, and
rethink, you know, rehash, you know, go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
that don't mean quit.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be different.
Yeah. And you know what, man? I think even in failure, there's a lot worse that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know some people are like, well, man, I lost my job. Man, I, you know, been through this situation. But, man, it could have been a lot worse. You could have lost your life. Like, man, the fact that you're living, like, it's another opportunity to go pursue what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't ever look at, you know, defeat as the end game. You know, you can't look at it as like, this is it, and I'm not going to see more than where I'm at right now. Like, you should always have a passion to try again. You know, I think a lot of people have failed like hundreds of times before they got fully successful. So, you know, I'm always a proponent of, you know, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to try something else. You know, but I always keep trying. You know, you shouldn't quit on yourself. You shouldn't allow what's going on with you to stop that drive, stop that passion, stop, you know, what you plan to do. Because, man, you may be the person that, like, changed the world. You know, one little thing that you provide or skill set you have could change the way people think and do things. So, you know, don't give up on yourself. Because, you know, you deserve happiness. You know, I think we all, I think there's a lot of people, maybe even listening now, that's full of regret. And they're like, man, I wish I would have did this when I was younger. I wish I would have, you know, took the time to sow into this gift or something like that. Man, it is not too late. As long as you have breath in your body, you can do whatever you want. I don't care if you want to be a musician, if you want to pursue something else, like, do it.
Business owner.
Yeah, man, like,
Degree.
Look, yeah. Man, there's 90-year-old people out there getting their degree.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's never too late to try something new.
Yeah.
You know, I know they say teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You should always be
It's
learning.
all about mindset.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if they have a mindset to learn, then they will learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they don't, then they won't.
Yeah. I mean, even in that, like, sometimes what you pursue and the dreams you pursue, it's not even all the way for you. It's for others. You know, like, you don't want to see your family, you know, see you quit on something and just give up completely. You don't want to see, you know, your purpose for succeeding is to inspire others, you know. Like, to be able to say, hey, I went through this, and, you know, this is a way you could do it as well.
Yeah.
You know, give that encouragement. Like, you know, who wants to hear a story where you just gave up and didn't do nothing with your life, you know? Like them what's them commercials that used to play back in the day? What are you doing? You just sitting there.
Oh,
on
yeah,
your
them
couch.
college commercials.
Look, man, I used to hate them things. I was in college.
Be like, hey, what you doing right now?
Okay.
You sitting on your couch, ain't you? With a bag of chips.
Okay. Look, I was doing
Drinking a Pepsi.
I was doing my college work, listening to it. I'm like, nigga, I'm in college. What you talking about? But yeah, man, like, you know, like, it's okay to have moments to pause and readjust, but don't stay in the moments, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Surround yourself with people who motivate you to want to strive for better, to want to gain success, to want to drive and, you know, reach higher potential. Because, man, if you keep Debbie Downers around you, dream killers around you,
haters,
that too, like, keep all that around you, like, man, you definitely gonna fail. Like, that's why you have to have, like, a community of people who can, like, really push you, really, you know, want you to succeed. Not just want you to succeed for selfish gain, but want to see you better for your own sake. Like, if they never make $1 million, they be happy watching you do it, you know. And like, I think when we're in that mindset, like, we can push each other, we can grow, we can, you know, create something good, man. And yeah, man, you just have to have that mindset.
I feel like we should stay there for a second, bro. Let me ask you something. So, what would you say to someone who says they don't feel that type of like positivity coming from the group of people that they're in right now? Like, how would you tell them, like, how would you suggest someone handle something like that, like having people around them that aren't supporting them?
There's a couple of ways you could do it. Some people are just ignorant. Like, if you don't tell someone you need this from them, they're not going to do it. So if you don't talk to your friend group, your circle or whatever, and say like, hey guys, I need this type of support because I have a vision for this and I need y'all to push me to get there, then how would they know that, you know, that's what you need? Like, I think sometimes, especially as men, we have terrible time communicating what we need. Even just in friendships, you know, I think a lot of people just suspect us to know when we not mind readers, you know. I think like we be going through stuff and like we living our lives, but nah, man, communicate what you need. Like, you know, if you have those friends that aren't supporting you, that are, you know, just wishy-washy and what they help you out with, just be like, hey, you know, like, tell them like, hey, I need support in this area. Second thing, if they're not like trying to support you, especially if you've been like pushing them and supporting them, you may need to find someone else. And that can be difficult as well, man. Like, trying to make positive friends and you know, networking, it's hard, but it's not as hard as you think. Like, I've met plenty of people just through social media. You know, you don't have to be in the same city to communicate with people who are like-minded. You don't have to be, you know, in the same like area. But man, social media has made it where you can reach out to different people
across
like,
the country, across the world.
Man, I'm telling you. And like, even like some people I watch from afar. Like, I don't know them like that, but seeing where they're going, what they're doing, it inspires me. It pushes me to want to do better, want to do, you know, do greater things. So like, I'll always advise, you know, to network. You know, put yourself out there. You know, comment under people's stuff like, hey man, I like what you're doing. Like, what made you want to do it this way? Or, you know, just little stuff like that. You know, you never know who may reply to you or be like, hey, this is, you know, how I did it or whatever. Like, I think we're so afraid of reaching out to people and like, man, I don't want to bother them, they on this whole nother level. But man, there's a lot of genuine people out here who just want people to succeed, and you know, they're willingly wanting to give that knowledge to you. So don't be afraid to like reach out to people, be like, hey, you know, and like form a mentorship. You know, there are plenty of people out here that, you know, are willing to be mentors. Make sure it's the right person. Make sure they live in the lifestyle that you want to accumulate one day. You know, let them be tested as well. You know, I wouldn't give them all your business in the beginning. Let them be tested and vetted in. But yeah, man, like, it's not as hard as you think to find those people in community that support you. You just have to, you know, see what they own. Like, if they with that foolishness, you know, keep them at a certain distance. Because some people are here for a season and some people here for life. So, yeah, like...
True.
Yeah, your community is very important in how you know, whether you give up on yourself. Because there could be some trash people pushing you to failure. Yeah, man, like, and like, one thing I always look at, things can only get better. You know, you may be in a bad situation right now, you may be in a drought or not in a creative space, but it can only get better. You know, I'm always looking at, you know, I'm better than what I used to be. Like, I may not be as far along as I want to be, but I'm doing better now than I was like a year or two ago. You know, I'm pushing towards my passion. I'm opening back the doors of creativity in my life. I'm, you know, pursuing things that I love and hold value, you know. So, like, always look at, you know, your process, your progress, you know, because everything isn't exactly failures, it's learning points. So, yeah, you got anything else to add, bro?
No, not really. I think it's just like everything we said. You know, don't be afraid to be different. You know, you might have something that you're not sure if people are gonna really be feeling it or accepting of it. But I mean, put it out there anyway, because I mean, you never know. There's always someone out there looking for exactly what you got to offer. And by someone, I mean there's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, man. Like, you'd be surprised who will really want to, you know, network and collab with you on different projects, man. Like, you know, there's a lot, especially, you know, in the black community. You know, we used to be on that, you know, get it for yourself. But I'm seeing a lot more black creators and businesses and stuff like that coming together. And like I said, it may not be in your city per se, but there are a lot of people that are like, hey, I want to push black business. They're in places of influence and want to give opportunities to you. So, you know, don't be afraid to reach out and be like, hey, I do this. You know, sometimes you may want to, you know, just provide a service for free in order to, like, put yourself out there and, you know, get yourself, you know, to a certain level. Like, you know, it's important that you build yourself up, man. Like, create your client base by, you know, networking. Because, you know, all it takes is a simple word to be like, hey, I do this. Do you need my services?
Yeah.
But yeah, never give up on yourself, man. And I think even with, like, giving up on yourself, you have to have a level of faith. Not only in yourself, but in, you know, the vision that God has for you. You know, I think a lot of times we can look at our own strength and we'll fail every time. But, you know, when we look at what God has provided for us, what He's, you know, shown us we can do, it encourages us that, you know, we're not in this alone, that He's given us the strength to do this. He's given us the tools, the abilities, like all of this. Yeah.
Good health.
Look, man, like we not in this by ourselves. You know, we have a helper that, you know, can help us out. So, you know, I encourage y'all to not give up on yourself. Because, you know, it's hard out here as it is. You know, people are always trying to down you. Like, you don't need yourself to join that group.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, I mean, y'all take all that into consideration. You know, you might be, I mean, I hope someone who's watching this, I don't know if you were starting something, or you were in the middle of, like, putting something out there, or, you know, you're thinking about it, whatever it is. I hope this encourages you to continue with what it is you're doing. I mean, of course, you know, we've always said, you know, do your research.
Oh yeah.
You know, don't be half about it, you know.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, don't allow fear to take your mind and, you know, do something that you know has been planted in you, you know, to be presented to everyone. You know it's in there. Don't allow fear to kill it.
Yeah. Can't.
And don't allow family and friends to kill it either.
No, man. Look, them family and friends can.
Number one leading cause of dream deaths. Family and friends.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, we could dust off what, you know, strangers say.
Yeah, people you don't even know, but
but your family and your close friends
cuts deep.
Man, like, shoot. When your parents say you can't do something, like that thing will tear you up, you know?
And sometimes they might not tell you can't do it. They'll hit you with them statistics.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what the chances of that actually working are like slim to none.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah,
bruh.
some people, they be just sowing the seeds. They don't blatant out say it, but they be sowing seeds of doubt, of fear,
Yeah,
man.
so now now they got you thinking about the chance. Ah, man, you know, chances are I'm wasting my time with this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. And it's weird when they see like a piece of success, they get on board immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be as simple as someone you know famous reposting your stuff, and like, oh my god,
Like, go best friend. That's my best
look,
friend.
like I don't know you.
That's my fam.
Look, man, that's why you gotta. And you know what? Character plays a big part of that as well.
Mm.
Like, man, I think, shoot, like, character has gotten me a whole lot of places, man. You know, I wasn't that person that was always trying to big up myself. Like, nah, I just stay humble. Like, you know, I do what I do. I go home. It's whatever. But when you have a good character, like, it draws people of influence towards you. You know, like when you have that character in your spirit and in your heart, like true character, not character just to play like you someone, you know, that's humble. Cause we got a lot of people out here.
Yeah, pseudo humbleness.
Yeah, man. But
Tired of the fake humbleness.
yeah, man. Like when you're truly humble and just, you know, allow doing stuff out of the goodness of your heart, you know, pursuing your passions in the purest form, not out here to down anyone or be like, I'm the best. Like, no, man, like really just wanting to grow within yourself, wanting to help others, wanting to see, you know, what you do go in a different direction. You know, like that's what matters. Like, you know, having that kind heart, having that, you know, spirit of like wanting to help others out, having that community of like, you know, I want to see everyone else do good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you should always have that aspect to yourself. Like never have like a super selfish spirit. Now there are times where you do have to be selfish, you know, because your mental health, it needs it. But at the same time, like it's okay to, you know, help others out every now and then. You know,
True.
you know, be able to give back, you know, from where you've come from. You know, we've all needed help at some point. So like always, you know, put your character first, you know. Make sure you ain't out here slacking in the character, because it'll take it a long way.
Yeah, Michael Jackson said, "I'm starting with the man in the mirror."
Yes, sir.
A lot of us would not really. I ain't trying to get too far off on this subject, but I think it's pretty bad if you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at yourself and you can't see the issues, like how like the arrogance and there's not a humble bone in your body. You can't see it.
Man,
I think that's a bad way to be in, man. You down bad, man.
Look,
down real bad.
Troubling spot. You know, like
down horrendously bad.
yeah, like you said, gotta look at that man in the mirror, cause we ain't perfect by no means.
Nah.
Like, we fail daily.
Yeah. All it falls short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. You got anything else to add, bro?
No, y'all just you know, stick with it. Y'all stick with it. And stay away from the foolishness.
Stay away from the foolishness.
Speaking of which, y'all already know what time it is.
Oh yes.
It is Miss Me with the Foolishness. Speaking of not giving up on something, this bride in India, she said she wasn't giving up on her marriage.
Man.
I mean, excuse me, not marriage, wedding.
Yep.
She wasn't giving up on her wedding.
Yeah.
The groom decided he was gonna dip out.
Yep.
He said he even like say cancel it or anything. This dude dipped out like during the ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so according to reports, everyone was getting ready for a wedding ceremony when all of a sudden the groom disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Both families were worried about his whereabouts and began an extensive search to track down the groom while the bride was growing more and more upset. They soon realized the groom did not mysteriously disappear due to foul play. He had actually planned to skip out on the wedding in the beginning. So she goes on to marry one of the wedding guests. And I'm like, golly.
The next man in line.
Look, like,
No, not even the next man in line, because technically that would have been what?
The best man?
The best man or whatever, right?
Look.
I don't know. You think they do best mans in India?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know how they do their weddings.
Yeah,
But I would have just liked to know like like what her whole process was for that. I'm like, you just gonna pick somebody.
I mean, it may have been like an arranged marriage in the beginning, and then dude was probably like, no, I ain't really feeling her like that, and was like, and so the girl was like, well, shoot, I'll pick someone else. Like, I'm like, man, I don't know. I want to know why the dude agreed. Like, how you just
talking about the dude out there? I mean, well, shoot. I saw somebody write, she just picked a side dude.
Well, I mean, hey.
She just picked a side dude to fill in.
Okay.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that low-key kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, for her to just, like, pick some random guy at the wedding that she don't know.
Look, someone in the comments said she had a goal and she stuck to it.
I was like,
man, dog.
I was like, she know dude. Dude she married, she know him. She got to.
I mean, if you can't be with the one you love, stick with the one you're with.
I mean, so you just out here picking random people to sleep with now? I mean to marry?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just interesting, man. Like, I don't know how she went through that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, just go to show you, man. That's just how important. I guess it's interesting to see today how important. I mean, but this is India, so I mean, their country's values aren't the same as ours.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they value like, marrying into like wealthy families and all that type of stuff as well. So, their traditions are a whole lot different from us, but still, like she got over old buddy quick. Like, man,
she ain't want to marry him.
Look.
Well, I mean, she just wanted to get married, period.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it just didn't matter.
Mm-hmm. She was like, she don't care who was with.
The goal is to get married and at her parents' house.
Yeah.
That must have been what it was.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to get out her family house, boy. She was through with them, boy.
Look, she said, I ain't letting none of this go to waste. Who's next? She did the Who's Next challenge for real. She said, go. But yeah, man, like, that's just some pure foolishness. Like,
yeah, man. Hey, look. Or she said, look, I'm losing my virginity tonight.
Look, she probably did. Look, all that
I thought about that.
wanting.
And
she was like,
woo!
I'm giving the draws to somebody. Look,
somebody. I hope she chose wisely.
Look, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Hey, he came. What if he come in there that night like Limp Biscuit?
Look,
Limp.
I done gave him some type of disease.
No, hey, you remember years ago, somebody had prayed for us. That prayer they told. All right, y'all. Quick story,
man. This is
true story.
100% true.
100.
Yeah.
100%
true. I'll never forget that. Go ahead and tell it, bro. Because I just thinking about it got me quivering. I'm like, man, shoot.
All right, so like we said, man, this is 100% true. A pastor prayed for us. It was me, bruh, and some other guys. Mm-hmm. And no lie, they was like, I pray Lazarus stay asleep
until the appointed time.
Lazarus will not rise.
In front of the whole church.
In front of the whole church.
Had all the single men
At the
out
altar.
there.
At the altar. Pray for all the single men. Lazarus will not rise until the appointed time.
Said we had to lay our hands in front of
Yeah, it was like, Lazarus shall not rise. I'm like,
man, please.
I was like, and I ain't even gonna lie. Well, let me shut up. But
look, I mean, there was some side effects to that prayer.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say, man. Look, that prayer kicked in.
Look,
yeah.
I was like, nigga,
like, wake up.
Look,
hey,
I was like,
real talk, y'all. Y'all probably think we lying, man. Y'all probably think we lying. I promise you, it is 100% true.
100%.
This happened.
Watch you pray over you, cause man, I'm trying to set you up for failure.
Yeah.
Set you up, man.
So, yeah, it's crazy out here, man. Like I said, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us, coming to kick it with us for a little bit.
Yes,
If you didn't check out the most recent episode, well, outside of today's episode, go check that out. Shout out to my boy Jordan, for coming to kick it with us at the parking lot. It was dope.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
The master class is out, right?
Yeah.
We got a master class out.
Yes, sir.
For podcasts. I mean, where we talk about everything from websites to distribute your podcast. We talk about video editing, video equipment. We talk about audio editing, audio equipment.
Yes, sir.
Every aspect about starting a podcast from beginning to end. We talk about it.
And we'll keep adding to the class. So if you purchase it once, you'll keep on getting new stuff as we grow.
All
and
the
learn.
new stuff.
We'll tell y'all. So if you're interested, I'll probably put the link below under this episode. But yeah, man.
Yes.
Go out and get that.
Yeah. So that's what we on right now. And just stay tuned. We're gonna be. The year's still young, so I'm definitely working on stuff. I know bro's working on stuff. So we're working on stuff together. So I mean, we're gonna be. Y'all just stay tuned. We go. We gonna keep doing stuff here. I don't know what we're gonna do, but the 100th episode.
Oh yeah, that's
something gonna go down. We doing something big for the 100th episode. I know we ain't got much longer.
No,
this is. Are we close to 80?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, so we ain't got much longer. But we definitely gonna be trying to do something.
Yes, sir.
So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. We will be making announcements for that as it gets closer. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me, Matthew Priest, on Facebook, Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram, and Unprecedented MP on Snapchat and Twitter.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at the Chase Harden on all social media platforms.
And once again, don't quit on yourself.
Nah. Keep pushing.
But you already know what it is. I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.